According to HumaneSociety.org, an estimated 2.7 million healthy shelter pets are not adopted each year. I'm going to tell you why you should rescue a dog rather than buy one. I have always loved animals, dogs especially. After seeing so many innocent dogs in shelters in need of new homes, I decided to do some research about why it's better to adopt a dog than to buy one. It's much more important to rescue an animal than it is to buy one from a breeder. Today I will cover information about the dogs in shelters that are not being adopted, why you should rescue instead of buy, and what can come out of saving a dog versus buying a dog. Only about 30% of pets in homes come from shelters or rescues. Dogs end up in shelters for many different reasons, not just because they don't make good pets. The number one reason, according to Pet Finder, is that the family is moving to a new house that doesn't allow pets there. And another big reason people give up their pet is because they can no longer afford them or they no longer have time to spend with them. So as you can see, it's not because they don't make good pets, but the previous owner is actually doing what they think is best for the dog in the first place because they want them to have a better home. There are many different reasons why people don't want to adopt a dog from a shelter. Oftentimes people don't know what they're getting when they adopt a dog that has been previously owned, and the adopting family may not know what the dog has been through or how they will go with their family setting at their home with all of their family. So what I would recommend is that if one of your family goes to a shelter and they find a dog that they really like, then they should bring the whole family there and have like a bonding day with the dog before they adopt them, so that they know that the dog will go with all of their family members and they're not going to fight. So it will be a good fit for their home. Despite the reasons that you have to not adopt a dog, there are also many reasons why you should. Every dog needs a family. The shelter is no place for a dog to live their whole entire life. Because most shelters require an adoption fee, they are insuring a healthy animal. A lot of times people are confused about why they require an adoption fee when they're just trying to save an animal. But actually it's a really good thing because the adoption fee covers a lot of things, so make sure that you have a healthy pet. Some things that the adoption fee does cover includes spaying and neutering, which can cost anywhere from $150 to $300 at the vet. Distemper vaccination, which can cost from anywhere from $20 to $30. Rabies vaccination, which can cost $15 to $25. Heartworm test, which can cost $15 to $35. Flea and tick treatment, which can cost anywhere from $50 to $200 at a vet. And microchipping, which costs around $50. So as you can see, if you adopt a dog from a shelter, you're saving so much money just by getting them from a shelter versus like having to go to a vet to get all these things done. Because the adoption fee, the average adoption fee can cost anywhere from $50 to $150, $200-ish. And if you were to get all of this done at a vet, it can cost you $300 to $640. So you're saving a lot just by getting them from a shelter, plus you're saving them. And there can be overpopulation in shelters as well. So these dogs need to be adopted into a family as soon as possible. So this is a picture of one of the shelters. A lot of shelters look like this. You might be amazed if you ever go into one, but they're not very clean a lot of times because it's mostly volunteers working there. The workers there don't get paid a lot of money, and there aren't even that many workers because they're mostly volunteers. So the dogs just get put in their cage most of the day because there's so many. They can't just be walked all the time, be pampered. And also, it costs a lot of money to run shelters because all the dogs need to be fed, and they need food, they need water, they need toys just to be happy, but the shelters can't afford all of this. So a lot of times they end up starving, and it's really sad when you see these animals there because you just want to rescue them and save their lives. Each year, 8 to 12 million dogs, cats, puppies, and kittens are euthanized because there's not enough homes for them, and the shelters don't have enough room for them either. So they end up being euthanized, and it's really sad. You can save money also by adopting from a shelter, as I mentioned before. Even if you do get a dog with health issues, you'll be paying less to fix that than you would paying full price for a dog from a breeder. For instance, if you were to rescue a golden retriever and you paid $100 for the adoption fees, versus someone who gets a golden retriever from a breeder for like $1,500, if they were both to get kidney stones or something, and you have to pay like $1,000 for surgery for that, the person that rescued the dog will be paying $1,500 total, or $1,100, and the person that got it from a breeder will be paying about $2,500. So it's really a great savings to rescue a dog because you pay a lot less money total. There's only a simple adoption fee that you have to pay for a healthy pet. There are many benefits to adopting a dog. The first one is obviously you get to save a life. I have a person that I work with, she's a coordinator, and she rescued a dog from Hawaii, actually. She went there on business purposes, and she found a dog on the street. It was like a little puppy, a German Shepherd mix, and it was starving, it was dirty, and she tried to find this home who it belonged to the whole time that she was there, but she couldn't find it. So she ended up taking it home with her on the plane. And it's now about 10 years old, and it's been their family dog, and she loves it, and her whole family loves it. So that's what you can do. You can save a dog, but it will be already healthy when you get it. You won't have to pay for the shots and surgery or anything like that. You can choose from a great selection of pets, because even if you don't see the animal that you want the first time, they get new animals in every day, so you can keep checking back, and you're bound to find the one that you want eventually. And you'll receive a healthy pet for a fraction of the cost. We've all seen the commercials that make us cry. We want to turn the channel. But these are real animals, actually, from the Kootenai Humane Society. And this one is Peaches. The other one is Bobby. They're both around 4 years old. I went to the Humane Society about 3 months ago, and both of these dogs were there. They've been there for a really long time. They're really nice. I played with both of them. They're so sweet. They just really want homes, and they're still there now. Their adoption fees are only $90, so you can go out and adopt them. They're both really healthy, and they're adorable and really sweet. So, now that we've discussed all about pet adoption, let's recap. It is such an amazing feeling when you rescue an animal. Because there are so many dogs that are not being adopted, it makes it that much more important to save an animal. It's much more important to save them than to purchase them from a breeder, because those dogs are definitely going to get adopted, where these ones are much less likely to get adopted. The benefits make it worth it in the end. So what you can do the right thing, and you can go and adopt a dog today. Probably one of these, because they're at our Kootenai Humane Society, and they're really adorable. Peaches and Bobby, go save them. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions?
No, we don't.
Okay. Thank you all for watching.